Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, January 9th, 2017. It's currently 9:30 a.m. and it is brutally cold out there. Thankfully, the winds aren't all that strong, but temperatures are still in the single digits to lower teens over the northern interior and in your suburbs, mid to upper teens in your urban areas and right along the coast. Temperatures earlier this morning were below zero in a few locations on the coastal plain because of the snowpack in place, and a few other areas were in the lower single digits and some lower teens. So clearly it is a very cold morning out there. Unfortunately, it won't be warming up all that much, with highs this afternoon in the upper teens to lower 20s. On the radar, pretty much high and dry over our neck of the woods, but we do see some areas of precipitation trying to develop over the Ohio River Valley and over the eastern Great Lakes. We'll watch a warm front that's going to move through tomorrow morning, produce the potential for some widely scattered light snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Again, it's going to be pretty light and widely scattered. Not everyone's going to see it, but where it does develop, there will be the potential for some slick roadways. So definitely use some caution with some of these slick and icy roadways, especially for tomorrow morning. On the infrared satellite picture, this area of low pressure will dive towards the northern mid-Atlantic. This warm front will try to lift northward, and as it's doing so, will produce the potential for some widely scattered snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Again, we're looking at most a tenth of an inch of ice in some locations. It's going to be widely rather isolated in nature. But what I'm concerned about is that concerning the road conditions in some of these secondary roads are a bit icy and snow covered. It definitely will create some slight icy conditions out there. So definitely use some caution, especially if you're driving earlier in the morning. So let's dive into this forecast. For this afternoon, high pressure is in control with temperatures rising into the upper teens to lower 20s. Temperatures tonight, as clouds slowly increase, will fall into the single digits for lows throughout the region. So we already have very cold air in place. Tomorrow morning, that precipitation will move into the region. Look for the threat for widely scattered snow showers, mixing with sleet and freezing rain as warmer air works its way in. By the time we get to the afternoon hours, we'll have temperatures rising into the mid to upper 30s and into the 40s by the time we get to the late evening hours. So this warm front's going to move through, produce some periods of light snow, sleet, freezing rain, gradually change over to rain, will be widely scattered in nature, not a major winter storm in any way, shape, or form, but definitely use some caution when driving. By Wednesday, warm air will basically invade the entire region. Look for periods of showers expected with lows in the upper 30s to lower 40s, basically around midnight. Highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s throughout the region. So definitely watch out for some locally dense fog throughout the area Tuesday night on through Wednesday, as all this warm air is moving over a fresh snowpack that will be steadily melting. On Thursday, a continued threat for showers. Still watch out for some locally dense fog. Lows in the lower 40s, highs in the mid to upper 50s, so very warm out there. This cold front, an Arctic cold front, will move through the region and will have early morning highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s, and then those temperatures free fall through the 40s and into the 30s as Arctic air builds in. On Saturday, we're going to watch out for a very interesting setup. We're going to have this high pressure system lock in over the St. Lawrence River Valley. This cold front will stall out over the region, and what we're going to be watching for are waves of low pressure developing along this frontal boundary, producing the threat for periods of snow, sleet, freezing rain, starting Saturday evening and continuing on through Sunday. Temperatures on Saturday will range from the mid to upper 20s for lows and lower to mid 30s for highs. Temperatures on Sunday, with that wave of low pressure move through, will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s for lows and upper 30s to lower 40s for highs. Now, the precipitation impacts and temperatures will strongly be dependent on the extent of the cold air with this high pressure system and the waves of low pressure and where they're going to track on Sunday. So certainly a rather interesting setup with the potential for some wintry impacts of a winter storm here that we're going to watch very carefully. On Monday, Slightly milder weather conditions expected as that high pressure system starts to exit. Look for those wintry mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain to change over to rain for most locations. Look for lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s. And then a mild pattern will start to take hold for the rest of next week as the Pacific air mass dominates the United States. But don't get used to it for too long. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.